Hello guys, today I'm going to be discussing a tier list of the wilds.io. Now, the tier list is going to discuss the PvEs and the PvPs of every single move that's going to be discovered on this list and kind of give you a whole take on it from PvE perspective and a PvP perspective. Now here, it's basic attack, it's great at every way. It's at B tier because, it can destroy most of the NPCs in PvE, but if if I were to say that, like, if you were to try to go against like another player PvP, it's at least a bit of an important attack to use because I mean, what are you gonna do without a basic melee attack? It's all bare and bones if you're just in terms of the concept, but it's still at least a decently good move. Um, Moving out here now, in PvE combat, usually blocking is at least essential when it comes to defeating goblins and all that sort of stuff. It's always very important. PvP though, it's at least a bit important too, but it's normally blockable at some circumstances. And if you're just keep on blocking, then the person is just gonna roll by you. Just use the roll move, and then just like probably try to hit you after that if you don't even know how to counter. So yeah. Here we got the PvE move, also known as just the spin move. Now, at PvE, this is very good if you're going against a group of goblins or enemies, especially like if you're just playing solo and you're just trying to be able to like play around. And now the only downside is it's the shield, which can like totally stun you very quick, especially in PvP. Um, when if you just swing your axe around, it's not gonna go as well as if you were trying to like use just the basic attack and just baiting a player by just morphing your own attack after. Now here we go to the throwable option move, which is a option to you to do. Now PVE wise, this is not like this is I would say probably like the worst thing to do. But for PvP options, if you're really getting the hang of it, you can really throw your weapon and try to be able to hit the person very well. If it comes to a situation when you feel like you have to run away, just throw your weapon, just fucking give up. Um, if if in that case, PvP option of throwing your weapon, it's it's pretty decent. That's why it's a bit high on this list. Um, because it can do a lot of damage when you decide to throw your weapon. But the downside is that you literally lose your fucking weapon and you just have to use your bare fist, which is honestly the suckiest thing that you have to deal with. Now here we go to like the S tier moves, which is the roll. Now, reason why it's a bit higher on this list is because PvE, you can, it's very good. PvP, that's very optimal to use as well. The only thing that's really not optimal to use is a person that's kicking very well. And if you meet those kind of people, you might as well just block. Um, but mostly a good combo starter and a good way to trip over your enemies and stunning them, because usually stunning people in this game is the most important. And if you can at least get them by the time that that they can even react, then you're good to go. Now here we go to the dash move. Now the dash move is normally like a savior type of move, but it's becoming to the point when people have used it and competitively in a sort of sense. Like they found out different ways to be able to use it, and that's why it's a bit higher on this list. It's not just like a dash move that you just use to be able to like get away at certain situations or just dodge at certain situations. Sure, it's very good if you want to avoid that sort of thing, but what it's mostly good for is to like um, morph up to other attacks as well, meaning like add up to what you're going to do. Like if you want to do a charge, might as well just dash to the opponent. If you're about to shield or about to block, might as well just get them to like um, dash at them. Cause I mean that's just that kind of shit, dude. And then also the shield bash, it trips them too. So that's how good the dash move is on its own. Although on its own, it's not exactly as good, but still. Now here we go to the kick. Nothing else to say. PVE, it's pretty decent if Goblin is at least rolling. But I'd rather just try to be able to hit him with a wet noodle attack. PVE though, well, PvP though, um, you know, PvP it's very good. Especially if you're going against players that use bow and arrow a lot and spears a lot. So there you go. Now here's the real kicker here. The jump slash move, also known as just the hit. The karate kick. You know what I mean? Uh, PVE, man. You can do this all the time. You know, it's basically at this point you can just wait and just be like, yo, yo, like it's that stupid, but in PvP, dude, it's really at this point I'm just questioning myself. And here we go from like the jump move. PvP used to be very useful all the time when to use it as a getaway, but now that's just been taken away too. But PvE, I don't know why you want to run away. Like the E is just kind of like some sort of extra that I just decided to put in here on this list because it used to be a very useful move for getaways and all that. But why would you want to get away if you want to be able to like decide to fight an opponent? Okay, guys, that's all I gotta be able to say here. I don't know if it actually recorded. If it actually record, yep, it actually record. Good. So I just want to make sure if it actually records because if it didn't, then I'd be dead. Um, so there you go, guys. PVE and PvP rise. I'm sorry if I stuttered on this. I'm probably gonna do this as a re-upload because I uploaded before, but I feel like I did not clear many much things in it, so that's why I decided to re-upload to this instead. So I hope you guys enjoy this type of video, and I don't want to make this 10 minutes long, so I'm just gonna make it short and say if you really like my content and all that, subscribing is the best way to let me know if you really like the content. But if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine with me, dude. I'm out in the forest, in the suicide forest. That's a fucking awful joke. Either way, guys. Bye.